Alrighty, let's see. Okay, I don't want to play Theros Constructed. Standard ranked. Playing blue-white control. Lots of lands. This hand is very slow. I think we're going to 6. Maybe not. We should probably go to 6. Or mulligan. I don't know what just happened, but the game decided to give me 3 wraths. I'm going to tell it I'm only going to need 2. We'll hope Teferi's fast enough to maybe do something. Well, we're not against aggro, that's for sure. Or maybe we are. We are against aggro. I'm eating my words. Play a plains. Blue, black, amass, I guess. Play Tranquil Cove, gain a life. Please just commit to the board and so I can wrath. They play a swamp. They play a Nightveil Predator. Flying Death Touch Hexproof. Blow up the world. Opponent plays a swamp. And they play a Spectral Sailor. Interesting. We draw our Shatter the Sky again. Play Castle. Play Teferi. And we're going to plus Teferi. Because if we minus, they're just going to flash him right back in. Eternal Skylord. Minutes Fairy for 1. Play a Plains. Plus Teferi. I think we're going to hit him with the old instant speed wrath. They play a land. They play Commence the Endgame. Wouldn't dream of countering it. Blow up the world on their turn. Alright, our turn. Take up Teferi. Here we go. Play Narset. Minus Narset. Get an Elspeth Conquer's Death. And pass the turn. Unexplained Visions. Okay. Play a land. Tick down Narset. Get an Absorb. Tick up to Fairy.
I've got time.
And pass the turn. I believe this is what people call having fun. Gleaming Overseer. We're going to draw some cards. And, yeah, I'll absorb that one. It's like Death Touch and Hexproof and Nastiness. Opponent plays a Winged Words. Tick up to Fairy. We play a Dream Trawler. That should help end the game. This is whenever we draw a card, it gets more attack power. That's awesome. Okay. Opponent gets an Aven Eternal. Murder? I don't think so. We'll get rid of Banishing Light. Go to our turn. We draw another Teferi. We'll play an Elspeth, Conquers Death. Exile Aven Eternal. And our opponent has had enough. Victory! Thus begins the long grind. Hopefully the first few matches will go quickly because we're playing a top tier meta deck versus whatever they play in bronze. Me too! Alright. Yeah, I'm good with this hand. Start Tranquil Cove. Opponent starts Steam Vents. Play an island. Lets us leave up Dovin's Veto. Merfolk Secret Keeper on themselves. Do I counter that? What am I even playing against? I'm going to counter it. Doesn't seem like they have much of a follow-up. Castle Vantress. We'll play Castle Vantress, play Teferi, and tick up Teferi. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. We draw Shatter the Sky. We'll pay the life. Take up Teferi. And pass. We have a Wrath if we need it. Ah, I see. Was it just like a wobbly 2D animation of Uro? Did they give up on the 3D models for this one this time around? That's pretty pitiful. Okay, they opt. Okay, Merfolk Secret Keeper on themselves. That's fine. Pass to our turn. We're going to -3 and try and draw a card. Okay, we get a land. That's good. We pass. Okay. Opponent casts a 0/4. And Chemister's Insight. Go Scrying. I like Narset here. Tick up.
No, I am not making this up.
Play an Narset.
I train everything. I have just the trick for this.
I guess we'll just take another Wrath. With an active Teferi, our opponent might have some trouble trying to fight through Wraths. They play a Lucky Clover. And a Rosethorn Acolyte. We draw Absorb. So minus Narset, get an Absorb. We'll play Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of the Rosethorn Acolyte. And tick up to Fairy.
I've got it.
Opponent plays another Uro Titan of Nature's Wrath. And they decide they just can't beat us. Okay. I mean, that guy seemed to have an actual, like, good deck with a plan. But, Teferi's pretty impressive. Okay, this hand is kind of slow. I'm gonna mulligan. I like this hand a little better. We'll keep this. Put back one Chemister's Insight. A green deck, eh? Start Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. They play a Swamp. And a Glowspore Shaman. Alright. Shock. Play Birth of Meletis. Get ourselves a Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent plays another Swamp. And a Leyline Prowler. This looks like green-black pile of cards. We get a 0/4. Pass the turn. It says Death Touch, right? Yep. Okay. I do remember my jank uncommons. Oh, I guess that's what that symbol means. Dang it, Magic. Giving symbols to stuff that didn't have symbols before. It's almost like progress. Alright. No. I want that wall around a little longer. Gain some life. Play Teferi.
Right on schedule.
Unsummon the Prowler. Draw land? Woo, draw land. Just like we drew it up. Okay, opponent replays Leyline Prowler. Play an island. Take up Teferi.
Oh, I've done.
And we'll play an Elspeth Conquers Death. Exile Leyline Prowler. Pass the turn. The safer play was just holding up Shatter the Sky, but... Okay. Bless Teferi.
Don't worry, I got this.
Pass the turn. They play a land. Now play two creatures so we can Wrath. Or just attack Teferi. I think I might let that happen at this point. At us, huh? Yeah, we'll Wrath. Opponent gets to draw some cards. I guess I forgot there was a third mode on Elspeth Conquers Death. Like, in my mind, it was just a removal spell. Okay. Minus to fairy, try and draw land. Okay. Play a Birth of Meletis and pass the turn. Oh wait, now we draw a land. So we're going to play a land. And then we're going to play our other Teferi. We're going to bounce this Crawl Harpooner. Sweet. Rhizome Lurcher. We get a wall. Plus Teferi. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent's going to go attacking. We'll block. Opponent plays a Crawl Harpooner. That's fine. And then another Crawl Harpooner. That's also fine. We'll go Omen of the Sea. Go Scrying. Kind of want this land. Okay. Chemister's Insight. We draw a Vanishing Light and gain 2 life. Play a Plains. Uptick to Fairy.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
And Banishing Light, Rhizome Lurcher. Pass the turn. Did I forget to play a land? Or did I draw a land? I might have forgotten to play a land. I actually don't want my opponent to pick up any of those cards, so we're going to absorb that. Okay, one at me and one to Fairy. Play Castle. Pass the turn. Okay. Opponent's going to go attacking. We'll take 6. Gift of Strength. Sure, we'll take 9. Got another creature for us? Okay. Omen of the Sea. Find ourselves a Wrath. Chemister's Insight. Draw some cards. And draw Dream Trawler. Play a Plains. Shatter the Sky. Birth of Meletis. Get our last Plains. And we'll pass. Just hold up Absorb. Swamp for our opponent. Yeah, I'm going to have to say no to that one. We get a wall, play a land, play a Dream Trawler, and pass the turn. This is bringing back some Aetherling memories. Magic as Garfield intended magic to be. Control with an evasive win condition. A Lotleth Troll. How many creatures do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We're going to take 7 damage? Okay, that's a lot, but nothing I can do about that. Okay, discard an island to draw a bunch of cards. Our turn. We draw a card. Gain 2 life. Chemister's Insight. Discard an island. Draw more cards. Make that bigger. Play an island. Go to combat. Attack for 7. Make that 8. Go to 18. And Elspeth conquers death to exile the giant. Pass turn. A Leyline Prowler. And a Plague Crafter. That is not an answer I would have thought of for Dream Trawler, but luckily we just have a wall to sack. This thing really ends games quick, though, with how fast we can draw cards. I can see the gears churning. Opponent's going to pick up Find Broker and a Zoni. Sure. Our turn. Okay, play a land. Draw some cards. Discard a land. Draw more cards. Go to combat. Draw another card. Take him to 3. We'll play an Narset.
My prowess is a home your prowess.
Pick up another Wrath. Discard an island. So you can make a bunch of insects, or pick up a permanent. Like Crawl Harpooner, but that doesn't do anything. I could have another Plague Crafter, but then we're just going to get it back with a 1/1 counter. Elspeth Conquers Death really feels like Eldest Reborn in reverse. AKA a huge value engine. Okay, opponent picks up Crawl Harpooner. Make it X-proof. Okay. Opponent passes to our turn. We draw an island. And they scoop it up. We are now Bronze Tier 3. Let us continue the grind. I mean, we're not even really in a fair league at the moment. We need to get to higher ranks, so we're playing a little bit closer games of Magic. Okay, opponent starts Swamp. And Vampire of the Dire Moon. I always like this card. 1/1 Death Touch Lifelink for 1. And a Gingerroot. Oh boy, an aggro deck. Play Birth of Meletis. Pick up a Plains. This card is really good in white. It's like Wall of Omens, but in standard. Interesting. We got a lot of food. Any significance to that? We make a wall. We play a plains. We play a Narset. We're just gonna go fishing for a Wrath.
I have practiced to keep an open mind.
Oh look, a Wrath. Okay, opponent plays a land. Rakdos Locket. Okay, that one can't be blocked. Block like this. We get a Dream Trawler, gain some life. Play a land, minus Narset. Get a Chemister's Insight. Yeah, we'll just reset the board. Sir Conrad, the Grin. Oh, we're going to take at least one hit from him. Oh, is this like an aristocrat deck, maybe? Okay. Okay, we mill the top card, we mill a Wrath. We mill the top card, we mill a land. We draw some cards. Play a Castle Ardenvale, play a Dream Trawler. Pass the turn. Mayhem Devil. Okay. Opponent attacks for 5, that's fine. We'll take it. Go to our turn, we draw a card. Opponent makes us mill. We mill a land, they mill a creature. We take a damage. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack for 5. Draw a card. Will Omen of the Sea. I think just for another damage. Okay. Hit our opponent to 19, go up to 11. Play an Elspeth Conquers Death. Exile Sir Conrad. Pass the turn. If we survive this turn, we probably have it. Okay. Opponent has another Sir Conrad. They get in for 3. We go to 8. Pass turn. Okay. So we play a land. Go to combat. Draw a card. It's a Dovin's Veto. Play another Dream Trawler. Pass the turn. Leave up a Dovin's Veto. Oh, hang on. I think the cat wants out of the room. Go ahead. Opponent goes attacking. Block here. Take 2. Take 3. Rakdos Firewheeler. Give this hexproof. Okay. Opponent plays a Footlight Fiend. Sure. Our turn.
Mind and body shall move the moon, like wind and wave. I am just the
Get
trick.
an Omen. Play a land. So if we draw 4 cards, that's 16 damage. Haven't seen a cape or a costume in a long time. Oh, I have been lifting so much. I don't fit in my shirts anymore. And they don't come... the size I used to buy them was the largest size. It was quad XL, like whatever the is like Chinese quad XL, because it's the only place that makes like the shiny shirts and stuff like that. And I don't fit in them anymore. And I'm really sad about it, because I would love more outrageous clothes like that, but they just don't make it in my size. And I haven't had the time to learn to make my own clothes yet, which is something that I'm kind of interested in doing at some point. I think it would be fun to get some interesting patterns and interesting fabrics. But yeah, no, it's a major disappointment. I still have like the like leather coats and stuff that I have, but those are like too warm to wear inside. And the one like leather vest I have, I don't have anything I can wear underneath because it's it would be a little too revealing to wear by itself. Yeah, opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. Play another Tranquil Cove. Another swamp for our opponent. Take it in for 1. We'll take it. Leather vest only, I like this. Oh. And you wonder why everyone thinks I have a Grinder account, and I don't. I don't have a Grinder account. But Bone Daddy sure likes to joke that I do. Oh, if we're going to discard a card anyway, we might as well gain some life out of the deal. Play a Plains. Pass the turn. When it plays a Witch's Cottage, puts Yarok's Fenlurker back on top of their deck. Maybe. They might do it. They do. Yeah, we'll counter that. It's a lot of damage. They get to put it back in their hand, though. Yeah. Okay. So we'll play Castle Ardenvale. Pass the turn. Now we have the option of Chemister's Insight or Activate Castle. Opponent replays the Deathless Knight. Goes attacking. Well, we'll make a human. Block the vampire. Opponent plays another Witch's Cottage. Are they going to put the 1/1 back on top of their deck? Okay, they're not going to do that. I was going to say, that seems kind of questionable. Okay, here's the Fenlurker. I'll exile an island. Okay. Play an island, play Dream Trawler. Pass the turn. It's 3 mana to give +1/+1. Opponent's going to play a Gray Merchant. That's actually going to be a lot of damage. 8. Wow. Not bad for Mono Black Devotion. They shouldn't attack here. Okay, they don't. We draw an Absorb. Play Castle. I actually think I'm fine doing this to attack and gain life. Because we're going to gain 7, and that's about how much damage they're going to do to us. And it just gives us so much more cards. Plus we have Absorb backup. Go back up to 19. End of the turn. Opponent draws a swamp. Goes attacking. They do not pump Fenlurker. And they end their turn. So let's preordain. Bottom. Looking for a Wrath. No Wrath. Go to our turn. Draw a card. Play a land. Chemister's Insight. Go to combat. Attack for 7. It's already attacking, right? So we can just tap it, and that should be fine. We draw planes. I guess at this point we just want to gain even more life. Like, we're looking for a Wrath. And once again, I don't think they can kill us. Not with one card. So gain 9, go to 21. End the turn. Opponent plays a Cauldron Familiar. We lose a life, they gain a life. Okay, they swing out. Still not pumping Fenlurker, and for no good reason. Go to our turn. Draw a card. Play Elspeth Conquers Death. Exile Deathless Knight. This will also make future Grey Merchant hits very, very weak. By comparison to the earlier one, anyway. Hall of Fountain tapped. Go to combat. Get in for 5. We draw Narset. I guess we should have waited to play the land in case we did draw a Wrath. We are 30 cards deep and have not found a Wrath. It's kind of disconcerting. I mean, it's not really a big deal. We're probably going to win. Yeah, we'll just absorb that. More life gain. And our opponent scoops it up. We are undefeated in a bronze category that this deck should not be in. I don't know how long the program challenges for Wizards takes to, like, get the application to go through. But I'm kind of hoping that happens. This is probably okay. We'll keep. Ah, mono red, you say? Well, build a wall. We're gonna build a wall, and we're gonna make the goblins pay for it. Oh, man. Sorry, mono red. Oh, it's a cavalcade deck. That actually is more of a problem. Okay, build a wall. Play an island. Pass the turn. Might have to absorb something this turn. I don't feel like taking the damage right now. Okay. Gain some life, play a plains, pass the turn. We play a Chandra's Spitfire. Well, that gets very big, doesn't it? Draw some cards. Play a castle. Exile the Spitfire. Pass the turn. Acolyte of Flame. That's also annoying. That's 4 damage guaranteed. Doesn't matter what we block. Play castle. Play Dream Trawler. Pass the turn. It does make things a little bit harder for our opponent. Okay. Opponent makes some elementals. Opponent goes attacking. Block the real creature with Dream Trawler. Okay. Opponent loses their tokens. Our turn. Chemister's Insight. Let's draw some cards. Another Elspeth Conquers Death. Go to combat. Kill Chandra. We draw planes. Well, right now, this card feels like if it resolves, it's unbeatable unless it's a control mirror. Yeah, we'll take the damage. We're going to win by our opponent running out of cards, and we're going to gain more life than those risk factors can possibly deal to us. Lava Coil. No. Discard Hallowed Fountain. Give it Hexproof. Lava Coil fizzles. Okay. We draw a land. Play a land. Draw some cards. You know what? Let's draw some more cards. Go to combat. I'm feeling another card. Let's draw it. Hit him for 9. Go to 26, which against Mono Red Cavalcade must feel good. Discard a Hallowed Fountain. And Temple. Risk factor. Yeah, sure. I once again will take the damage. And a Scorch Spitter. Okay. Gain some life. Draw some cards. Draw some more cards. Hit him for a bunch. We're at 30. Discard the lands. Okay, we get shocked. Shocking. Skewered. Skewered again. We won't block. We'll let him do the full damage. Alright. Another victory. And that brings us up to Bronze Rank 2. I'm enjoying myself. Looks like a good hand. It's got Teferi in it. Star Tranquil Cove. Oh, and we're on the play? Even better. Opponent starts and mount it. Play an island. Pass the turn. We got Veto and Omen of the Sea. They play an island. Full Omen. Kind of want this Absorb. What are the odds they have a counterspell? Doesn't matter, we have second Teferi. Plus they have to counter this or they won't be able to counter anything else.
Sorry,
I mean, okay.
I have
It's just... Okay. They play a mountain. Because, like, now we get to play the game on our terms. This is pretty sweet. Play an island. Plus Teferi. Banishing white the 1/2. They have an Augur of Bolus. Did they whiff? I think they whiffed. Plus Teferi. Play Birth of Mellitus. The fact that this fetches a plains every single time is so great. And they're done. They don't even wanna. Alright. I mean, Teferi is pretty tilting. And if you're not playing Teferi, he feels pretty bad. I'm gonna mulligan. Way better. Infinitely better. Amazingly better. We'll keep this. Oh, do we put back a Teferi? We must, I guess. I think I'd rather have the Veto than Teferi 2. Play Hollow Pound tapped. Pass the turn. Play a Mantris Castle. One plays an Electromancer. We play Teferi.
I am not losing this.
Bounce Electromancer. Draw Chemister's Insight. They have a burn spell, they can kill him, which is probably their best play. Because he, like, needs to leave the board for them to have any chance. Spellgorger Weird is not a burn spell. Play a Plains. Plus Teferi.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Pass the turn. Please play stuff pre-combat main. Just like that. Yeah, they're going attacking. And we wrath the board at instant speed. So powerful. Hey, we drew a land. Plus Teferi.
Let's try this.
Play a land, play Birth. We'd like to have a Plains to play next turn. Yeah, that's fine. You can draw a card. They play a mountain. Ominous. Sure, Teferi goes to 1. Do you have another burn spell? Okay. You get a wall, play a Plains, plus Teferi.
I'll protect
Pass the turn! Just, like, look at how powerful this card is as compared to, like, anything my opponent's played thus far. And, like, my opponent, like, a lot of my opponent's cards have been good, decent to good cards. Like, It's just, why is this card legal in any format? Especially when you can do stuff like that, and your opponent just doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. Plus Teferi.
I've got it.
Pass the turn. They lava coil a wall. You got it. No, I don't want you drawing cards. You will draw cards, though. Oh, there we go. Looks good. Plus Teferi. Play an unkillable monstrosity with lifelink and flying. Sure. Opponent Chemist's Insights. And they play an Augur of Bolus. Sure. They get a Jaya's Greeting. Bounce the Augur.
Try this.
Draw a card. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack for 6. Draw another land. Discard the land. Draw more cards. Gain more life. Seems good to me. We can even hit him for 10? Yeah, let's do it. Mmm. 35 health. Versus a burn deck. Oh man, like, unless they have 1,000-Year Storm, I don't even think they can get to that much life with their burn spells. And this thing is burn proof. You basically have to Edict of Wrath. Especially if it attacks. Holy crap. Rowl's Outburst to kill Teferi. Yep. They get a wee Dragonauts. You killed a Teferi. But what about Teferi number 2?
I know my responsibility. No, I am
Oh.
not making this up as I go.
Attack for 5. Go to 40. Play an island. That's the turn. Yep. That's a reasonable reaction. See if we can get ourselves to bronze tier 1. I mean, this is probably pretty good, so we'll keep. We can't cast Narset, but that's not really that big of a deal. Now we can cast Narset. Temple of Enlightenment, we'll scry. Keep Absorb. Runaway Meankin. Play Plains, play Birth of Meletis. Get another Plains. You did not tell me about the time a guy sent you a picture of his butthole on PS4. I am alarmed and confused. We're going to Banishing Light the Spitfire. That's the only relevant threat at the moment. Another mountain. That's pretty much the whole story. Okay. I'm glad I didn't miss anything. Okay. I was not aware that people did that sort of thing. I mean, I can imagine that people do that sort of thing. I'm just... I guess disappointed is the right word. This deals 1 damage to player or planeswalker it's tagging. Okay, we'll play Narset. We're just going to go digging for a Wrath. We're going to make this red player sad forever. I don't think I got any
Bound by meditate.
gamer tag kind of asked for it. Now I'm scared to ask, what's your gamer tag? Take Omen of the Sea. Pass the turn. I mean, okay. Opponent attacks Narset and attacks us. We'll block the Steamkin coming at us. Because we're going to get to minus Narset unless they shock it. They're going to Infuriate to kill both things. That's reasonable. We draw yet another Tranquil Cove. Yeah, we'll play Teferi.
Let's slow this down.
My thoughts exactly, Teferi. Xbox made me change it. PS4 embraced it. That's actually kind of funny.
Might be a bad idea.
We draw an Absorb. We'll just Omen now. It's not like we were going double Absorb next turn anyway. We didn't have the right mana for it. We're against a 1-drop, but like Elspeth Conquers Death seems like fun. Especially if they have a... What is that 4-mana enchantment? Experimental Frenzy? It's just answers Experimental Frenzy. Alright, Steamkin. Dreadhorde Arcanist. I think we stop on our upkeep and go Scrying. And just have Absorb up after that. Well, I guess we can't have Absorb up after that, but... What? Oh, because I'm dumb. That's why. I needed to tap a blue. Alright, well there's the Wrath I've been looking for. Draw a card. Play a life gain land. Alright. Pass the turn. Now's your chance, opponent. Live your dreams. You can get your Infuriate back. You didn't cast Infuriate. Okay. Gain a life. Blow up the world. To first win the game, you must destroy the universe. We have an answer to Experimental Frenzy, and we're going to play a card that they can't possibly recover from. Go-Go Dream Trawler. Play a land, gain a life. Sure, no. Discard and Absorb. We don't want them scrying. We're just going to be extra rude about it. Sure. Opponent tried to kill it. Gonna get a Plains. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, opponent, but I don't think you're winning this game. That should do it. Oh, they're still toughing it out. When we're drawing 2 cards a turn? I mean, okay. We have to demoralize them. There we go. I like ending every game at 40 plus life. It just feels nice. You can have a Legion War Boss. But as we know, the goblin's natural enemy is the wall. Just in case you thought I didn't have an answer, I had an answer. Alright, Bronze Tier 1. And it only took me an hour. Are there, like, rewards for hitting constructed ranks? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I live in Utah. We'll live on the edge and keep 2 lands on the play. Oh, yeah? Nice. Any big names fighting? Well, I mean, like, anyone particularly notable, I guess. Barkhide Troll. Ever been to Burning Man? No, actually, I haven't. Just yeet that back to their hand. Ooh, an island. Perfect. I don't either, but I actually had a friend that used to watch wrestling religiously, and he's the only person that described it in a way that made it sound interesting to me. And it's basically full body contact soap operas. And I was like, okay, I kind of need to see, but you know, do I have 6 wives? No. And fun fact, Utah is the only state where polygamy is explicitly banned. Casting creatures pre-combat main. It's going to cost him. We're going to have to teach this man a lesson. And that lesson is, don't cast things pre-combat main. I am not. I am not a Utah native. I'm originally from the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Kind of like Chicago area. I came out here for an education, and I stayed because this is where I found work. I might as well just counter that. Don't want them drawing cards. Lust Fairy. Pass the turn. That's a little personal, don't you think? I don't think I'm in the risk category for colon cancer. Not yet, anyway. Not for like another 10 years. Plus the fairy. Pass the turn. We're going to pitch a Dovin's Veto just because I feel like it's not going to be as useful here. Play a Tranquil Cove. Play a Narset. Minus Narset. Pick up an Omen. Do you drink beer in the shower? I have exactly one time, and I do know the magic that is shower beer. But no, I don't drink beer in the shower. Actually, as much as I love beer, I haven't drank beer in quite a while. Mainly because it's just so many calories. Hard liquor, not as bad, actually. If you're worried about your weight and want to be an alcoholic. Come on, Dream Trawler. We're looking for a Dream Trawler. I already have 2 Wraths, so I think we're good in that department. Try bouncing the Bronodon.
I've done the hero thing.
Keep an open mind.
Play a Birth of Meltus. Get a Plains. Play a Birth of Meltus. Get a Plains. Pass the turn, discard a Plains. I'll just absorb it. Okay, we get some walls. Plus to Fairy.
Nothing.
Play a Plains. Pass the turn. We gotta find a win condition. Did I see Shakira's butt last night? I actually did see the Super Bowl halftime show, and I was very confused. I was also really impressed at how quickly and like hidden the like costume changes were. But like overall, it was kind of mediocre,
I have a plan.
in my opinion. I actually stopped watching the game shortly after the halftime show because I was like, Kansas City is going to get killed with as crappy as they're playing. It had like no defense the first half of the game. Bottom, bottom. Draw Banishing Light. Go Scrying. Bottom, bottom. Go Scrying. Bottom, bottom. Come on, where are my Dream Trawlers? Did we shoot them all at the bottom? Yeah. I think for the most part it was. Like, from what I saw, there wasn't too much that, like, I was exciting, question mark. Bottom, bottom. How many cards did we scry to the bottom? Okay, it's only like 8. Pass the turn. I don't know what my opponent is trying to do. They play a Pelt Collector. Just play out your hand and let me wrath. That'd be fun. No? Okay. Elspeth conquers death. Oh, we forgot to scry. Oh well. Bounce the Pelt Collector.
I got it.
I guess we'll play this for lack of a better thing to do. No, but like, I watched, it was one of the first drives that Kansas City did. And they fought for every single inch of ground that they got. And then they scored. And then the score was like 10-3. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. This might be a good game. And then they went to play defense. And, what was it, San Fran? Like, every single play made it 10 yards. Literally first down their way to the goal. And I was like, good lord. This game's going to be over in a hurry. Plus to Fairy.
I'll protect you.
Land tapped. Pass the turn. Okay. Are you gonna cast more stuff pre-combat? Because if you are, you're wrong. Go attacking. All Teferis must die. Instant speed Wrath. Go scrying. There it is. Finally. Draw Dream Trawler. Plus Teferi. Play Dream Trawler.
Done the hero thing.
Pass the turn. Now it's interesting, because we shouldn't just Wrath. Ooh, Dream Trawler number 2. I'll play another Dream Trawler.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Seems good. Yes, we will keep the new one.
Focused and disciplined. With thoughtfulness before action.
Looking for a Chemister's Insight. There it is. $22 damage. We scried through our whole deck. There's like 4 cards in the middle we haven't seen. Oh, that was pretty sweet. Alright. How do I view what my rank is? Okay. So if we win 2 more games in a row, we'll be silver. And then I might call it quits for now. Okay. This is good versus aggro. Dark Tranquil Cove. White aggro this time. Alright. Thanks for stopping by and chatting with me, Joest. It's always good to have you. Opponent plays a Plains. Block here. Take the damage. Go Scryan. We find a Banishing Light and a Hallowed Fountain. We don't need either one of these. Find a Plains. Untap. There's a Chemister's Insight. Gain some life. Play a Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Castle Ardenvale. Take 5. Johnny's Pride Mate gets bigger. Our opponent plays an Archon of Sun's Grace. We're going to Omen of the Sea. Gets us 1 card deeper while looking for a Wrath. Okay, we find it to Fairy. Teferi here is not bad.
This isn't a fight.
Because we can reset this gigantic Pride Mate.
Like it.
Cool. There's an answer for the Archon. Okay, opponent replays Pride Mate. Healer's Hawk! Okay, opponent attacks Teferi. And that's it. Interesting. I think they meant to attack with more creatures, but they only attacked Teferi. We draw Dream Trawler. So we can exile the Archon, but I think we just draw. Alright. Nothing useful. We do have to find a Wrath, and we do have to in a hurry. We've gone through a third of our deck. Kind of regret not having a counterspell for him. But I guess there was no reason to draw on my turn. I'm getting too lazy. We've had it so easy. Okay, we're gonna go Scrying. Kind of a last-ditch effort to hit a Wrath here. There it is. Whew. Right on time. Go to main phase. Play castle. Blow up the world. That gains you a life, but protection from white does not save you from Shatter the Sky. Alright, opponent has a lot of life. That is a way to answer Dream Trawler. Heliod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Opponent makes an Ajani's Pride Mate token. I think this way our opponent has to cast a spell in order to kill us, and then we have Absorb. So now we're not immediately dead. Kind of sucks we don't have another land. We now either have 2 draws to hit another Shatter the Sky, or we play a Dream Trawler and Chump. I think we play Dream Trawler, actually. Okay, Archon of Sun's Grace. That's a problem. Alright. They got us. We have no way to draw cards in response, so we have no way to gain additional life. And we lose for the first time on our grind to silver. Alright. Well, I think I am going to call this here. And I will see you guys next time that I stream. which will be after Sunday sometime this week. So I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you guys next time. You're all wonderful human beings, and thank you for watching. Bye!